In previous lecture, we had discussed the concept of ideal state that was given by Plato in his most renowned book, Republic. Now we will see the characteristics and a critical review of ideal state. In the ideal state of Plato, the following characteristics are found. A philosopher king rules over the state. The education system of an ideal state is under control of government and it arranges education for different classes. Third, in an ideal state, property and women are considered common ownership. However, this rule was applicable to only philosopher kings and guardian class. And the fourth is that in an ideal state there is a system of division of professions. So according to this state, there are three classes: rulers, guardians, and professional workers. Every class does its work quite well. And the fifth was the very good one, that is, there was equal rights for men and women. And the sixth property of an ideal state is that art and literature has been discouraged. And the seventh, it was a dictatorship in ideal state. And the eighth, a very good one, is that justice is a very important element of state. Plato's ideal state concept has failed on the touchstones of time. It remains limited to a dream and is not practicable at all. That's why that's why there is a criticism that has been continuing for the last 2000 years. Paul Ock remarks that Plato's Republic must be considered as a brilliant exercise in philosophical imagination, not as contribution to political science. In the 4th century BC, Aristotle also criticized the ideal state of Plato. These are the drawbacks of an ideal state. The very first one is resemblance between individual and state. Plato has formed his ideal state on the basis of resemblance between individual and the state, which is wrong. An individual has a conscience, but a state does not have this. The three elements of human beings, i.e., reason, passion, and appetite, has been resembled with the three classes of an ideal state, and a division has been made on this basis. This division is unnatural. And the second one is dictatorial government. There is rule of a philosopher king in an ideal state who is a monarch and free of any pressure. There is no pressure or restriction to keep him on the right path. In this way, other classes have been done injustice and the way to their progress is blocked. And the third one is the limited life of an individual. In the ideal state of Plato, no individual can have freedom of doing a work. From justice point of view, the ways to his growth has been blocked. And the fourth is the excess with working class. In the ideal state, the wise has been given a place of dignity. Another laborers have been given in a very low prices. Their job was to provide necessities of life to other classes of the state. And the fifth one is the property and women common. Plato in his ideal state thinks property and women common among themselves. This theory is wrong according to natural laws. The virtues of family concept, rather it affects state matters. Temporary marriages and communism theories are not practicable. And the sixth one is non-existence of constitution. Constitution has been ignored in the ideal state. There is lack of discipline in the state because of non-existence of laws and regulations. No procedure to set up courts of justice and to punish the culprits has been devised. And the seventh one is the presence of slavery. Plato did not criticize slavery in ideal state. He does not manage to train and educate labor class. And the seventh one is the relationship of ethics with political science. No distinction between ethics and political science has been kept. Plato does not differentiate between these two. And the ninth one is intelligence superior to character. Plato gives intelligence superior to character. According to him, only intelligent class has the right to rule. And the 10th is education for lower class. Plato has given a chance of education for lower class. To some extent, opportunities for education were finished with which could give them a chance to chance to advance and to progress. Less rights, more duties. In the ideal state of Plato, citizens enjoyed less rights but had more duties to do. No citizen had the right to criticize the state or preach against the state. And the last one is non-existence of law. There is non-existence of laws and regulations in the ideal state of Plato. Does not think the rulers to be bound by laws.